like everybody's eating dinner and cooking dinner. So let me ask you guys something. Our time doesn't change. Your time changes again in Mandy, I don't care if you're cooking. It's casual night. Can't you tell? I'm in my casual pajamas, in my casual makeup.
Joanna.
I'm practicing for Valentine's Day because like since the meetings, my time are 4 o'clock. When we get off around 5:15, Andy doesn't get home till 6 or he's traveling, but he isn't traveling this week, but he doesn't get home till super late. Is he in town? Yes, he's in town. And I know short-term memories are first to go. So by the time he gets home, I've showered, no makeup, hair's wet or in a ponytail, kind of looking like some of y'all do right now. And
Oh,
so here's my question. Since you guys are on, you get first vote. When the time changes and you spring forward, I don't spring forward.
right.
So for me, it'll be Pacific Standard Time. So you East Coast girls are 3 hours off.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have the meeting at 4 my time, it's 7 o'clock your time. If we do it 6 o'clock your time, it's 3 o'clock my time.
Okay.
Now I don't mind that, but it's not my favorite thing to do. What is better for you guys, 6 or 7 East Coast time?
I do either one. Doesn't matter to me.
I mean, I know
I prefer 7.
Amy has to rush home from work. I do know that.
7 o'clock's fine.
Well, and Joan too, with the Girl Scout thing, she can't get on at 6. I'll tell you, I like doing things earlier in the night because then if Andy is traveling or if he's got a dinner meeting or he's working late, I can make 2 more hours of phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, I can't do it any earlier than 6 because, like, if we work late, I'll be dialing in on the way home.
I know, and I don't want you guys doing that. But you know, our core group, I actually looked at the numbers. Our core group, we've got consistently 11 to 12 consultants that are on live, and then we've got about 35 that watch the video. So when they watch the video, it's just anytime on Wednesday. So really, it's the 11, 12 people who are here consistently that I really want to ask. And to tell you the truth, I've got 3 local consultants in my time zone that could be on if it were 5 o'clock our time. But we can keep it at 4 o'clock my time and make it 7 o'clock y'all's time, if that works for you. Does that work okay for you, Alice?
Yes, it works better for me, actually.
Okay. Okay.
So that means ours will be 7.
Yep. When the time changes. And I think, is that in March?
I'm not sure this year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
It
in
is March.
It's on my
March or April.
it's on my daylight. We were hoping they were going to change it completely.
Well, they were supposed to do away with ours about 5 years ago, and they're still
Yeah,
doing
I don't know who they is, but it's Sunday, March 10th. So what we would do is starting March 12th, we would go to 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that in my, e-blast tomorrow, that beginning with the meeting on March 11th, 12th, we'll do 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we'll do 7, 6, 5. Yeah, I'll still be at 4. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pain. I wish we did change our clocks. So, but it's a mess.
I just don't plan anything on Tuesday night except you, so it doesn't matter to me.
Well, I certainly wish other people would pick up on that. You would not believe how many messages
We have.
you would not believe how many messages I get from people at 5 minutes before the meeting starts. Oh, hey, I have to do this. I'm like, did you just figure that out? I would actually rather not even hear from people. It's just, I'm not your boss, but to me, I don't know, we don't even have to get in our car and drive anywhere.
Mm-mm.
Like I'm preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to the choir, right, Alice?
Mhm.
Alice, we want to know, what did your granddaughter think of our crazy group?
She loves you, Joanna.
Did
She
she get
she
her gifts?
she really liked how you presented the. She thought you were funny. She thought you were adorable. Yeah, she really was very positive. She
Good.
wrote down a couple things she wants to get also. So, but yeah, she loved it.
Alice, she needs to be a team member.
Mhm.
She's young, she's cute, she's energetic. That whole generation is fearless and they know how to work social media.
They do. They do. And
Mhm.
she's in marketing, so you would think she would be interested. She loves makeup. But she used
Well,
to
Be
until she
there.
started dating some guy. Now
you know,
she's not into the makeup so much.
there's it there was this stigma about 25, 30 years ago about sales. And the whole country kind of got over it. But this generation is real funny about sales. And it's not really being a salesperson per se, it's manipulating. And what they need to understand is we teach.
Mhm.
We pull this out, we pull out our little book, we teach people how to take care of their skin. We explain to them that we're the best products in the world. And so if you're going to use something, why not use the best? And
Mhm.
a company that has sustainability, no landfills, gives to charity, has their own charity, all for women. Everything is centered around women. And we are it. And
Mhm.
right now there's a feature, it's on InTouch, and it's on a young girl who's in college and she's a director. There's another girl that's a senior in college and she just earned her second Cadillac. She earned her first one at 18 years old. And people ask her, what's your key to success? And she goes, I have no fear. I
Oh
talk
wow.
to everybody.
Mhm.
Anybody who hears about the skincare hears about the career opportunity. And I'm like, why wouldn't you? And, using the tools, and I'm sitting right here going, okay, I had them out, had them out, had them out. Using those two little pieces of paper. I hate it when I organize my desk and then I can't find stuff. Oh, you know what? I know what I did with it. I put it on the floor. When I don't want y'all to see, when I have to clear this section or I don't want you to see what's over here, it goes on the floor. But they take this, they get 100 copies of it, front and back. They laminate it and they go, okay, so do you want to spend 120 on the skincare?
Mhm.
Or do you want to get started and get your own products at cost for $35? And then if you want to add on the starter kit for 90, which when you add 9 and 35, if you did the tax with what they're getting with just a miracle set, this is less, then you can get it all. So it's up to you. And then I'll teach you how to put it on social media and sell it to all your family and friends.
Mhm.
But if you just want to buy from me and pay full price, that's awesome. I love it. But like, we make this hard.
Mhm.
And also, I mean, I look at Alice, I look at Amy, Vicky, you're retired, but I know you've been sick and stuff, but I know, and Mandy works like 4 jobs as well. And you get to where you're like, Joanna, I'm just tired.
Mhm.
And that's where I go back to, I mean, this is just my advice. I go back to, I worked my business the first 2 years, 2 Saturdays a month.
Mhm.
Earned my car in less than a year and made director 3 months later. 2 Saturdays a month. And even after I was no longer teaching, although I still stayed on for another year of coaching football, I was still doing the aerobics thing 5 nights a week, and I was doing all that and the military wife thing. But, I really did not do a lot of appointments Monday through Friday.
Mhm.
I had a pattern and it was in motion. And 2 Saturdays a month, I had my first appointment between 9 and 10. The next one midday. We had salad and skincare every other Saturday. And then I had get ready to go out and come on over, do the skincare, and we did glamour. That was it. 2 Saturdays a month. And the second full year I was in Mary Kay, I was already a director, I was driving a car, and I was on National Court of Sales. Never worried about anything. I had a weekly plan sheet. I swore by it. I did 2 Saturdays a month. I made my phone calls, and 2 Saturdays a month, I had my appointments. And let me tell you what, if I booked somebody, I would be like, okay, Alice, I'm so excited that you're coming over this Saturday and you've got 4 friends coming. I need to call them and pre-profile them. So the party, well, we said class. So the class doesn't take like 5 hours. So I'm gonna pre-profile them. So I need their phone numbers. Okay, here. And here's the deal, Alice, is we're doing this at my house. You bring the refreshments. I'll provide the drinks. It's going to be in the morning. So we're going to do muffins and makeover. So you bring the muffins and I'll do the orange juice, the ice water and iced tea because I was in the deep south. And, you know, we're just going to hang out and have fun. But it's your job to get your guests there. So if you need to pick them up, you go pick them up. Because for every, and y'all, this was my hostess deal for years. And then everybody came up with all these other ideas and I'd change it up and then I'd go back to what I was doing. As the hostess, Alice got 10% off of all of her purchases for every guest she had 18 and older who was not a Mary Kay user, up to 5 guests. And I would tell her to invite 8. I said, I have room for 8 and at my little tiny kitchen table in my little military house that would now fit in my living room. And I would say, I have room for 8, but I have room for 8. So invite 8. And if they all 8 show up, I'll give you extra credits, but it is up to 5 people. You can get 50% off. And then guess what? I would tell her when everybody left and we're figuring out her hostess credit. If she got 5 people there, how much is she getting off on her product?
50%.
Mm-hmm. And Amy, tell me what you would tell Alice when she goes, I get 50% off. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so glad I had 5 people here. What would be your next sentence to her?
Or you could get it for free, like if you became a consultant.
Okay, this was I'm glad you said that. That would be cute. That's not what I said. What I said
Actually,
was,
wasn't.
Alice, let me ask you something. For a small fee to join Mary Kay and join my personal team, what did I just do with my hand?
Personalized.
How many times have I done that, you think? My personal team. You could get 50% off for the rest of your life. Alice, what would your question be? What would your first thing come out of your mouth? What would it be?
Oh gosh, really? What do I have to do?
That's exactly what people say. Or they'd say, how much is the fee? How much is the fee? Well, if she said, how much is the fee? I would say, well, Alice, when you join Sam's Club or Costco or something like that, you pay an annual fee, correct?
Mhm.
In Mary Kay, you pay a one-time fee. And as long as your account stays active, you will never have to pay that fee again.
Good.
And right now, our fee is $35.
Should for us to do this.
Do you see how long I'm holding the silence, guys?
Mhm.
Why do you think I hold the silence? Because you know how hard it is for me not to go, let me tell you the benefits. You can have this and you can have this and you can have this and you.
Because the next one who speaks takes it home.
That's right.
Mhm. You got it.
She's thinking, she's thinking, she's thinking. And if you don't give her time to think, even if it's objections, if you don't give her time to think, subconsciously or consciously, a smart woman consciously, an emotional woman subconsciously will think, well, she's just going to bark orders at me for the rest of my time with her. If I say, well, let me tell you, while you're thinking about it, let me tell you, these are all the benefits of being a Mary Kay. You have tax write-offs, you can have, family and friends, you can use social media, you can get this, you can get this, you can get bonuses, you can have, you only have to place like 1 or 2 orders a year, but I'm going to teach you how to sell everything to your family and friends and have 100 customers in 6 months. Yay! Okay,
Too
I
much.
want to tell you, there is actually nobody on this video, including moi, who would go, let's do it. Women who make emotional decisions are usually the first ones to get emotional about coming and going in your business. Give them time to think. And if her next sentence, and I can hear this coming from Alice, what do I have to do? Okay. I would, even with what do I have to do, I would say, well, let me tell you what the fee is. Are you curious about the fee? She would say, Joanna, let me think about it. And that's when you pull this out and you leave this with her. Because you don't want her going on the internet and going down a rabbit hole.
Mhm.
And I always say, I'm going to let you take the sleep test. What time in the morning will you call me or I'll call you and you can tell me what all your questions are. Do not let her get on the internet and go down the rabbit hole.
Mhm.
Don't let her talk to 10 of her friends. Don't let her talk to her mama or her man. Because all they want to do is save you from something that they think may not make you feel good, or they may not believe in you the way we do.
Mhm.
Because they know your history, they know what you've done. All we know is if you have a desire, we're going to help you. And the words I'm saying, you guys, could come out of any of your mouths so easily. If you have the desire, we're going to help you. And if you just want to get your products at cost, we're going to help you. And if you just want to service your family and friends and make hair and nail money, we're going to help you. There's no quotas. There's no pressure. There are, and I've started saying this in the last few years, there are incentives to sell more, so you order more, so you achieve more with prizes in Mary Kay, but it's not mandatory. There are incentives.
Mhm.
And even when I talk to new consultants now, I say, there is no pressure to do anything more than an activating 225 wholesale, 450 retail. But if you choose, there are incentives if you do the and then some. If you choose to do the and then some. Okay. So, and Vicki, I did a presentation for the Dream Center yesterday at this retirement community. And they had what's called a frugal fashion show. They had prizes and awards. I wish you could have been there. It was the cutest stinking thing I've ever seen. They had the prize for the most original outfit, the prizes for the most elegant outfit, and they had men and women. And what they were to do is they were to go and shop at Goodwill and secondhand stores and repeat stores and consignment stores and stuff like that. Hey, Joan, you're moving around a lot, honey. I'm going to take you off. And then when you're kind of still, you can come back on. But and it was a competition on who could get the biggest bang for their buck. And these people walked out in these gorgeous outfits, head to toe, shoes, jewelry, everything, $14 total, $22 total. And they won awards for it. It was so cute. But I'm thinking, man, I wish I could talk about my Mary Kay business right now. Because these women are, I mean, they're in shape. I'm like, man, I bet I'm not going to get soft and fat. I got to look next to those women. I mean, these women are coming out, they are pickleball players and they lift weights and they, dang. Of course, it is Arizona. So everyone lives here in a bikini and a bathing suit. But, I'm just like, in a retirement community or a community where it's a lot of retired people, that's a gold mine.
Mhm.
Gold mine. Totally. So that's my speech for the night. I do have some video. I have a couple of videos for you guys to watch and some fun stuff. Mandy, you still making dinner, girl? How many are you cooking for?
Just 3, but I was making quesadillas, so
Okay, so from now on, starting next Tuesday, every Tuesday night is order pizza night.
I don't think my husband would complain about that.
You know
He's back
what?
there going,
A long time ago when I had small kids and everything, I used to train a lot of women on what to do on, actually back then it was Monday Night Madness. And I would say, make it your pizza night. They get to order pizza because a lot of families do pizza night on Friday night. But even make your own pizza and put dad in charge where you have all the ingredients and then you go out into another room. I remember one of our Offspring directors, Nancy Nave, she used to go in her car in the garage and make her phone calls and do her meeting. She had 3 boys and a husband. So basically she had 4 boys. And she's like, you're on your own night. If you can find it and put it in a microwave, cook it and eat it. So I'm telling you right now, girls, come on, take the pressure off yourself. All right, we are going to do a little bit of screen sharing because do have a couple of videos I want you guys to watch. Why is it showing me this? There you go. My husband fixed my computer and he fixed all my slides and he's my hero. So excited. Okay, so we're going to watch a little bit of this. While I'm playing this song, what I want you guys to do is go get a hand mirror or a Mary Kay facial mirror and get a tape measure. If you don't have a tape measure, get a ruler, but go and get that while we're playing this right now. Mirror and a tape measure.
YouTube pays me $150
we
every
couldn't
morning
care
before
less.
8 a.m., but
You're
I've
ripping
never even
people off.
uploaded any
Bye.
of my own YouTube videos or tried to start my own YouTube channel.
Okay. Got to go to our recording. Hold on. I got to do something real quick. I don't know what happened here. Okay. Let me do something real quick. I'm going to have to pause our recording.